Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my magnificent co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, marketing and social media strategists, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
Yes, for growth, prosperity, and success. And along with our guest experts, each Wednesday at 12 noon, we are here right on talknetworkradio.com to share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so that you can have more fun
and more profits.
Your favorite, right, Richard?
You got that right.
Well, we want to thank our listeners for tuning in today, and of course remind you that you can always connect with us every day of the week on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. Also, follow us on Twitter at WCN Interactive so you don't miss any of our archives when we get these shows on podcast, and also online at SoSocialRadioShow.com. You can actually gather some other great information about our guests, and there is, of course, a link there to all of our past So Social Radio Show pages. Now, when you get onto Facebook, make sure you do give us that like right there on the So Social Radio Show. Also, we do ask that you let us know what topics you'd like to hear a conversation on. You know, we are all about education, and we want to bring you what you want to hear.
And our sponsors are...
Oh, yes. Let's give credit to our partners, please. Who are all they?
All right. We start out with the AVET Project, American Veteran Empowerment Team. That's my charity of choice when we're doing what we're doing. And they do a lot for our veteran communities in the way of resources, finances, housing, all of the things that our vets need after coming back.
Yes, great group there. And also we want to mention and give a shout out to Constant Contact, an award-winning company empowering small businesses and nonprofits to succeed through email marketing. You can be a marketer with their toolkit. You know, it's one login, one toolkit. So get started now growing that marketing list at Constant Contact.
And everythingbrevard.com. Everythingbrevard.com is a community newspaper for Brevard County, Florida, and it's a pretty thorough list of everything that you would want to know about what's happening in Brevard County. That's everythingbrevard.com.
Exactly. And we also want to remind everyone that, you know, you can take us on the road with you. TalkNetworkRadio.com has a free app. That's right, free right there. Download it on your iPhone or on your Android. It's Talk Network Radio, TNR. And that way you can listen to us anywhere and everywhere. We'd love to make sure that you're tuning in and don't miss any of the great shows here at Talk Network Radio. And we're also looking for some great guests to come onto our show. So if you'd like to be one of our show advertisers or spotlight sponsor, make sure you contact me, Cheri, at 321-446-2156. And let's have a conversation and see how we can help you get more exposure here on the So Social Radio Show.
Absolutely.
Gosh, we have our in-studio guest today. We're so excited to be able to introduce our amazing friend. And we'll just share a little bit about information about him first before I let on who he is. But he actually does come to us with a very unique background. We've known him for a number of years. As I said, a very, very good friend. He has a formal education in accounting and business with 17 years of experience in working with a naval air defense company. He is also an accomplished speaker and performer. In 2001, he launched out on his own to help business owners build a better business. And since 2011, he has spoken in 48 states and has been in front of over 25,000 business people to help them either start a business or improve their existing business. In fact, today he comes to us fresh from a National Speakers Marketing Summit in Chicago, where he presented the ultimate funnel system to a group of professional speakers from all over the U.S. and Canada. And that is what we're going to be focused and have a conversation on today. He's going to share with us more about, creating an ultimate funnel system that will attract your ideal client and, get this, Richard, make money while you are sleeping. That. Yes. So we want to welcome to today's guest to the So Social Radio Show, Scott Barhold.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
We're excited, as I said, to have you here as always. And because you travel so much, we don't get to see you as often as we used to.
Yeah, 4 a.m. flight coming in this morning was a little rough.
Yeah, we've been on those
would
before.
be for me, for sure.
Well, hopefully you were able to get a little sleep.
A little, yeah.
Super. Well, Richard, let's get this show on the road and start digging into the information that I know Scott is going to be sharing with us today.
Absolutely. I'm so excited, and thank you for being here again. We're going to talk about making money. And what is the one thing, and we're internet marketers, so what's the one thing on the internet that really pops as far as helping you drive revenue?
Well, for me or just for anybody, right?
Well, let's start with you, and hopefully our audience can pick up on the rest.
It's always been about a process. Even before the internet existed, magazines had ads to get people, right? Television has television commercials to get people. Radio has commercials to get people. Well, now with the internet, we have this interactive medium that gets us between different customers and ourselves. So we have a process. It's called a sales funnel. And all a sales funnel is honestly the process that helps prospects move from initial contact until making a purchase. Additionally, a successful sales funnel will generate multiple buying points and allow the seller to stay in contact or future contact after this sale and hopefully turn customers into fans and repeat customers.
That's a mouthful. Can we work on breaking that down a little bit and kind of segmenting it? So we looking at it, so just how does it work?
Well, we always start off with customers are not found, they're made.
Right? I like that.
We don't find customers. Customers identify. Now, just let's be honest. When you wake up in the morning, how many of you go to your email account, your email box? And what does that email box? What does your inbox look like in the morning when you wake up?
It looks full.
It looks full. And
Too full.
And half those people, we don't even know them, right?
I would totally agree.
So what's the first thing you start doing?
Delete.
Yeah.
I don't know you,
So if you are just emailing out to people who do not know you, you become the annoying pest. And they see your name and they go, oh, they're trying to sell me something. And they get up in the morning and they go, delete. So the sales funnels we use are not just about emailing people and annoying them. It's about building value, building relationships. They come to us. It's a total reversal, all right? Without a sales funnel, without this process, we just sit and wait and hope for the phone to ring or our email box to fill up or people to contact us, and it doesn't work. And I remember when I first started my business, I had a website because somebody told me I needed one. Oh, you need a website. Oh, good, I have a website. And I was so disappointed because nobody showed up in my office.
I know it exactly. Build it and they will come. No.
You have a website, so everybody's waiting for you, right? Wrong. So what we had to do is find a way, who are our clients? The most important thing we can figure out for any of us is who are those clients that we solve the pain they have. A funnel is a system to create people that are ready, willing, and able to purchase the goods or services that we have that solves their pain. And today with social media, we have an advantage over so many other businesses in the past, and this is the best time to be doing this. I just want you to think about it. Think about any big box store you want, right? Sears, Walmart, whatever. Every week on the Sunday paper, they're sending out flyer after flyer after flyer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they have a multi-million-dollar budget, and they can just send out stuff, and what they do is they wait for people to come in, and they go get it. I know most small and medium-sized businesses that I use do not have a multi-million-dollar sales and advertising budget. We have to be much more cost-conscious of the things of what we do because we can't afford to run what we see. We cannot emulate what the big box stores do, but we can use the internet to our advantage.
Well, and that is why so many individuals are they sit there and they put out their social media. They start putting what they think is a sales process together, and then they still get a little disappointed because nothing is happening. And again, that's why it's important for them to understand that there is that process that will be effective for them. And I know I see a lot of information coming through my news feed, especially on Facebook, about the funnel. And yet it does seem daunting and very confusing for a number of people. So that's why I'm excited that you're here today to really break down the simplicity of exactly, first of all, why do we need this funnel? Okay. And then how does it really work?
All right. Well, the big change in a funnel as compared to just a regular website is most websites are me focused. Mm-hmm. They tell what I do, what I'll do for you. These are my strengths. This is what I do. There's no easy way to say this. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your business. What they want to know is, how can you solve their pain?
Yep, they want to know
what can you do. So the key ingredient, the foundation for any funnel is you need to know who your customer is, who will be buying your products, who's going to go through the funnel, who do you want to capture as a lead. It's always about who. That's the foundation. And that's what sets a funnel apart from anybody else. From television advertising, radio ads, they just send it out to anybody. Mm-hmm. There's people out there looking to solve their problems, and then all of a sudden we pop up. So we do this through something called a lead magnet. But when we identify our who, instead of us calling them, how many hours do people spend wasting just cold calling people that aren't interested, spending money on mailers and postcards and all that stuff that just doesn't get it? How cool would it be to you wake up and somebody says, hey, I saw your webpage, I saw your Facebook advertisement, I saw your LinkedIn advertisement, and I'm interested in your product. We don't advertise to them, they come to us. And the dynamics of the funnel is just that. Mm-hmm. We create a lead magnet and think, what does a magnet do?
It attracts or repels.
Or repels, right?
Yeah.
So
hopefully it'll attract, yes.
Those people that are not interested in what you do, they're repelled by the magnet. That's not what you want. But those that are attracted, we start to pull them in. And think about the shape of a funnel, right? The big triangle, it's wide on top and it's small on the bottom. First of all, there's no awareness. From awareness, we start to build suspects. People are like, hey, that looks interesting. That's a suspect. Then they might come into the funnel to... they're aware, and they're like, well, it looks interesting. Let me look a little further into it. That's called a lead. Once they're like, hey, this is pretty good, I want to know more, that becomes a qualified lead, right? Qualified leads have the war principle behind them. The difference between a lead and qualified lead. A lead is just somebody who's interested. A qualified lead, they're war, willing, able, and ready to pay for the services that you have.
I like that. They're at war.
Right, they're at war. Well, they're in the battlefield. We're just arming them.
So willing,
like this whelps. Willing, able, and ready. Yep, to work with your process. From qualified lead, then they make the decision whether you are the right solution for their problem. And they'll make that decision, and a lot of that's going to rely on your copy, which is in the funnel.
Now, this is great information, but I do hear from a number of individuals, like, how do they really know how to find out who their ideal target market is? And really, because, you hear, I'm not going to mention names, but people that maybe do makeup, they say anybody with a face. Well, that is really nobody. They're not going to be able to really zero in on that one specific target market. So how would someone really determine? Is there a process that you have?
Yeah, we actually use a process. It's a document. We ask questions.
Oh, okay.
We personify it, and this is what sets us apart a little bit as well, because it's not just a matter of, I want to do business with everybody, right? Because if anybody who has money, that's my customer. That doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Exactly. Because let's be honest. I go out and I speak, and I'll go into one customer, and when they might hear my price, and they go, oh, well, this is your price. And they go, but we're used to having like Bill Gates come out and Bill Clinton, and we're used to having, we spend $250,000 for a speech, and they hear, well, $3,500. No, he's not the guy we want. The next person hears $3,500. Oh, wow, that's way above our budget. Because I've identified who my target audience is, and we ask questions like, what is the average education level of your target? Where does your target live? Because let's be honest, if you're a mechanic in Florida, you're not going to be targeting busted cars in California. That doesn't work, right? What's your target's occupation? Where do they work? What's their average income?